I have no idea what Salt Bay fed Arteta in that restaurant in Dubai. I have no idea what the Arsenal squad did in Dubai. Whatever they did, it's working for them. 31 goals scored since the winter break, since the start of January, since we returned to Premier League in January. 31 goals scored, only 3 or 4 conceded. It was a 1, 2, 3 goals conceded. The defense is rock solid. The midfield is running smooth. The forward line are putting balls into the back of the net with the help of the midfield, of course, and the defense. But, defense stops the opposition. The midfield runs the show, and then the forward line finish off the chances created. Fair play. I can't hate on that. And I have said myself as well, Arsenal fans are too eager to want the attention. They want the acknowledgement straight away. So I've said it in comments, I've said it in videos as well, and in passing. Arsenal fans, do the work on the pitch. The rest of the stuff will follow. Like now. Fair play. Fair play to you. Killing it. Absolutely killing it. All but for the fact that they're still in third place, but not by much. And that's not a dig. I don't do this. My team's better than you. Your players are shitter than mine. Mine are better than yours. I hate that crap. That to me is not productive. A little bit of banter, yeah, fair enough, but I'm not one of those people that's going to have a hissy fit just because someone says Cole Palmer is better than Saka and have someone pop off that, no, Saka is better. How dare you say that about my player? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Salah is better than Saka. Though Saka is better than Salah. Well, Salah's got more goals. Oh, but Saka's more... fuck that. I hate that shit. I hate it. Anyways, fair play to them. Now, some will say, but look at who they've played. They haven't played anyone great bar Liverpool, and arguably you would say West Ham. But even then, they slapped West Ham for 6. They slapped Sheffield for 6. They beat Newcastle by 3 goals, winning 4-1, 5-0 away to Burnley. Obviously, the 3-1 against us, we had a shocking game, but you still have to be on your game in order to play well, so fair play to them. They got the win there, 2-1 away to Forest. Not an easy place to go to, as we learned the other day. 5-0 at home to Palace. Now, you can argue and say they're playing crap teams, but again, you can only play what's in front of you. When Spurs were winning their matches at the start of the season, a lot of people are saying, well, you've had a very easy run and start to the season. Well, that may be the case, but they're the teams that we were put forward to face. We did what we did. We won our matches. It is what it is. Nothing else to it. So fair play to Arsenal here because they are absolutely killing it at the moment. Cooking, as the youngsters would say at Arsenal, are cooking this season. Now, when it comes to the fixtures coming up, as you can see the table there, Arsenal in third on 61 points, Man City in second on 62, and Liverpool on 63. The goal difference, I tweeted this out myself as well. You can follow me as well, twitter.com/football club, FUDBALKLUB. I'll see you there. Even I said, scoring goals is all good and well, and I can only think that Arsenal are a great team when they play, the way they move the ball, the way they defend, the way they obviously score goals. No denying it. Arteta's doing some magic there. And the haters can still hate. I know a lot of people have gone in on Lee saying, why are you celebrating? You wanted this team out, gone on against the... what's his name? North Side, they call him, Lee Gunner from Wish or Lee Gunner Jr., whatever, because he's got similar mannerisms and calling out the team and the manager and all that sort of stuff. And they're saying, well, you've been cussing them out for the last few weeks. Now all of a sudden you want to praise them, like, fuck off, get out of here, which I don't buy. You can support your team any which way you want. Your attitude and your mannerisms, maybe I might find a little bit of issue with, but that's a personal thing. It's not a whatever. That's just how I perceive it. You can support any which way you want. If someone wants to criticize it, they can criticize it the same way you can call out and criticize other people, like Northside calls the Black Homer Simpson or Craig David from Wish or whatever the fuck he does, right? And Lee calls all these people that disagree with him Twitter mutants and whatever, all the positives and all that sort of stuff. Support any which way you want. Personally, that's what it comes down to. Objectively, don't care. But 61, 62, 63 points. Now, Liverpool play City on the weekend, but before that, Arsenal play Brentford, and they should beat Brentford, who are in 15th, and they're playing at home at the Emirates. Now, I know Arsenal fans are going to say we want another 5, we want another 6-0, but unfortunately, just like I say, late wins are not sustainable. come from behind victories are not sustainable. I hate Liverpool going down 1 goal and then having to come back and equalise and then score a second and then score a third to finish off the game. I hate us drawing 0-0, having to win the game 1-0, last kick of the game, last action of the game. That is not sustainable for me. And yet somehow it still is happening. I still don't want it to happen. As I said in my post Forest video, I said it myself, the 2-1 win away to Palace when Elliot came off the bench and scored the banger. I'm like, this is all good and well, but this cannot happen. I don't want to see this happening. Win your games comfortably before the 90 minutes because I don't want no anxiety. I don't want no pressure towards the end of the match and all that sort of stuff, because that's when things can go very, very wrong. You don't manage your games properly, things can go haywire real quick. Win your games. That's all I care about. Arsenal, they may be winning by 4s and 5s and 6s, but again, that will come to an end eventually, and then it's going to go back to your 2-0s, your 3-0s, whatever it is, when they start playing opposition that maybe are set up in a maybe more cohesive way to stop and nullify their attacks. But at the moment, Saka's playing well, Odegaard's playing well, Rice has been playing well all season, bar a couple of slip-ups here and there. Havertz is starting to play well for him as well, whether people want to admit it or not. He's still doing things. Now, people want to say, but he's not the greatest, he's in a purple patch. Who gives a fuck? He's in a purple patch. That means they're in a good run of form. That's what you want. You want that run of form to carry you all the way. I don't see a problem with that. They can shit on Martinelli. 1 week he's good, 1 week he's shit. But at the same time, they want to praise them and big them up when they've done something right. So again, they can criticize their players any which way they want. No skin off my back. That's for them to decide. But you're not going to be winning every game 5-6-0. I'll be astonished if there is another 5 or 6 from this Arsenal team in the next few weeks, because they're playing some particular opposition. Now, I don't think that they're going to be winning 5 or 6 against Man City, who they're playing on April 1st, which is a no-joke match. But against Porto, possible. But Porto with the 1-0 lead coming to the Emirates next week, that will sit with the deep lying low block, as people like to call it these days, and defend for their lives, because that's what they're going to do. They got a 1-0 lead, they try and pip on a counter-attack or score a goal and then defend, and it becomes even more difficult. So Arsenal need to be on their game for that. I still fancy them to go through, as I said, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as they make it out to be, but we could be completely wrong. The Brentford game, though, if you win that game 1-0, you take it. You say, don't care, cool, we've been winning 4s and 5s, but 1-0 is still 3 points. 4s and 5s are still 3 points. But the one thing that's key with the results that they've been getting, bar the Champions League result there, all the goals they're scoring, they have increased their goal difference, which is massive for them. So 45 goal difference as opposed to the second best, which is Liverpool with 39. So are they playing in a way to score more goals now and then grind out the results at the tail end of the season? Which would make sense, because if it comes down to 1 or 2 points, or if it comes down to last game and it's going to come down to the wire, all you need to do is, get a draw and you win on goal difference or whatever it is. Like, let's say Liverpool, Arsenal and City are all vying for first place, let's just say, and it comes down to goal difference. It very well could be. And if it comes down to a point, I'll say it again, everyone's going to be looking at that result against Tottenham at the start of the season in September. That's going to have massive ramifications throughout the whole league, because that result would have impacted Liverpool's momentum and Tottenham's momentum. Then that would have impacted the other teams that they played. That would have impacted teams that were fighting for relegation and fighting for to stay in and top 4 and all that sort of shit. Like, it's a massive domino effect. Maybe not to that exact same massive level that I'm thinking of, but still, there are some things that would have to come in place where you say to yourself, okay, this result fucked a whole lot of everything up. It's a shit go, but it is what it is. So Arsenal have that game. But if Liverpool and City play out a draw and Arsenal win against Brentford, Arsenal go first on goal difference. And then it would be interesting, because if then Liverpool win their next match, which we should, if Arsenal win their next match against Man City, which they could, Man City drop down. And then it becomes Arsenal versus Liverpool for that first place, in which case we've already played one another. But then they still have to play Tottenham. They still have to play Chelsea. They still have to play United. It's not completely over for Arsenal. They still have some big games ahead. Man City, again, still have to play Tottenham. They have to play Arsenal, of course, on April 1st, from Arsenal's perspective and from City's perspective. But the big game at Anfield on Sunday afternoon, that's going to be the big one. Should Liverpool win and get a bit of a gap between themselves and City, A 4-point gap, that could be massive. And if Arsenal win, they get themselves ahead of City, having to play them next. That could be huge as well. But we shall see what happens. But for this one here, Arsenal on fire. Absolutely killing it at the moment. Cannot doubt them at this moment in time. Fair play to them. Fair play to Arteta, the staff, the players have been doing well. And Arsenal fans, be a little bit giddy. But we've seen with this Liverpool team, with this City team, it's never completely over. We've gone to the last day of the season, I think once or twice, and we have been pipped at the end by this Man City team. So nothing is over. If Liverpool beat City, and then if Arsenal beat City, between Liverpool and Arsenal for the title. But again, Arsenal still have to play Spurs, have to play Chelsea, United. Not going to be easy. But we shall see what happens. But for now, enjoy it, Arsenal fans. You're doing well.
End the stream, Dave! End the stream! End it, blood! End it